Hey everyone, in the next part of the video we'll be looking at the graphs of y equals to k and x equals to k graphs, alright? Very basic graphs actually, and well, it's actually the very good start of understanding the basics of graph sketching, and yeah, and I hope this sets out a decent enough fundamentals for all of you. Alright, so again we have the axis, and because we're dealing with y and x, so you just put in y and put in x, and not forgetting our origin. Alright, so for the first example, we're just going to look at the y equals to k graph, and I'll give an example of y equals 2. Now, this basically means that at every value of x, your value of y will simply be 2, regardless of whatever value of x you give. So let's just give some points, right? So let's say here is 2. Well, because, again, since y-axis is pointing upwards and it's past the origin, it will be a positive number. And the idea now is that you have y equals to 2 at every x value. So if you were to just plot some points, which you should, so let's say I have x equals to 0, it will be 2 still. X equals to, let's say here it's 1, here would be also still be 2. And even the more points you plot, you realize, hey, they lie on the straight line, horizontal line. So in actual fact, the y equals to 2 graph is basically a straight horizontal line passing through 0, 2, and it's just a horizontal line that cuts the y-axis at 2, alright? So that's the y equals to 2 graph. Now, we're going to look at the other graph, which is x equals to minus 1. Alright, so let's say this is minus 1 now. Now, the idea is that at any value of x, well, you can't really get any value of x now because now your x is restricted to minus 1. So now the statement of every value of x doesn't exist. However, now is that at x equals to minus 1, y value is anything. Alright, so now it's the reverse. So if you think of it this way, at x equals to minus 1, well, we know that here is a point, right? At minus 1, 0. Then over here will be a point at minus 1, 2. Then minus 1 something or above, and then you can even go below as well, right? And what you notice is that it's a straight line, straight vertical line that passes through x equals to minus 1. Hence, your x equals to k graph would be a vertical line, and it's, I don't have a ruler right now, so it's a straight vertical line. And same thing, because x is pointing to the right side of the origin, the negative portion will be on the left of the origin. Alright, so two fairly simple graphs, y equals to k and x equals to k graphs.